ye mateys, ye hearties, thank you so much for joining me on Subnautica. Could you switch that sound off? Okay, one of those things. Julia's watching on the large screen. Julia is, of course, here with me today. There we go. And everyone says hello, that's cool. Thank you so much, everyone who's on Mixer and on YouTube. We've got a couple of new people here. Thank you so much. This is great. You're going to be in for an amazing ride, none of which know how it's going to end. Last time, we incidentally managed to kill that juvenile, what's it called again? A Reaper Leviathan? No, it wasn't a Reaper. What is it called again? Ghost Leviathan, there we go, Ghost Leviathan, juvenile, Ghost, that's the one. And yeah, my goodness, we killed it. It was amazing. I put a little highlights clip out there because I just couldn't believe it myself. It was just so exciting to see that. So let's see what we can do today. I guess loading in the game is probably a good start here. Can you believe we've been playing for 1 day, 18 hours and 55 minutes? That's like close to, what is that, 44 hours? That's amazing. We're nowhere near finished in this game also, so very cool. Let's see where we go today. So I guess we have options. First of all, we need to, I believe, return to our base. I think we're kind of not so much stranded, but we're kind of out there in our prawn suit because we've been trying to find some copper so we can put some pictures on the walls. Didn't work because we didn't find any copper. Crazy stuff. So that could be on the agenda. If that's something you want to do, let's hunt for copper, always good. Then, of course, there is this thing about building depth modules, like depth upgrades for both the submarine, the Cyclops, and the prawn suit. The Seamoth we've maxed out, so that can only go up to 900 meters. But if we wanted to go even further down, like by the tree that I've shown you there a couple of episodes ago, we would need to go down to about 1500 meters, where it gets extremely, extremely hot, and that is, far down. So we need depth upgrades for that. So that's another thing we can do. I think perhaps a combination of both, just hanging, chilling, see what we come up with, and see what we find. I guess that's a good approach. If you have any other suggestions, please don't hesitate to make them, and we'll see what we can do. 500 meters and more down below. Wouldn't that be nice? Just turn the copper pipe bits into copper ore, turn them into picture frames, Rod. That would be really cool. That would be really nice. There we go. Looks like we're still stuck in the prawn suit. Yes, this is where we are. Also, let me know what the picture quality is like. Oh, yes, this happened last time, didn't it? And then we got killed, and then we had to. Don't let me get my knife out. This was just dramatic last time. Look at that, all this stuff. This is stuff we dropped last time because we died right here. Let's just loot this place. What's all this then? Nickel ore. Yeah, so when you die, then you drop all these things in place, and then I guess you can go and pick them all up. Rod, one day, and then Brian can help us out with that 3D printer too, because I guess one day we'll be able to just go and print out these things. Right, I'm not taking this any longer. We can download a file, print those things out. Wouldn't that be cool? How's that new resin printer, by the way, Brian? Sounded exciting when I looked at that video. Very cool. Yeah, that's the future of making anything, I think. Just go and print out what you need. Gold. Who needs it? Oh, you're making money with it already. That is very cool. That's good. I'm gonna put some of my loot in here, so just in case we do die, it doesn't just go to waste again.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. tiny bit dangerous here. So this guy is lurking around and wants to get us all the time. I wonder if we just go and have a little nip at the... Should we drill some gold? Or should we go and drill some... What is this? Lead. No, we don't really need either, do we? Let's drill some gold. What we're really after, of course, is some copper. Pizza printer, that would be really cool. Well, storage has no room for this item. Damn. This here is no longer the Lost River. This weird looking stuff here, that is something called blood kelp, I believe. And if this guy leaves us alone, we can have a quick nosy around here. Nuclear reactor fragment. Ah, that could come in handy. Maybe we'll scan that for a little bit. Oh. Piece 1 of 3. Well, let's see what else we can find here. Oh, there we go. Nuclear reactor fragment number 2. Oh. Yes, that's painful. Ah, more nuclear reactor fragments. Aha!
New blueprint acquired.
A bacon printer and a hair printer. Dude. Can we scan him? We probably have scanned him already. Ghost Rider 20199, welcome to the stream. Oh, it's more. Ow. Don't do it, don't do it. Ow, ow. Dude. This is revenge for what we did last time to our friend, that Ghost Leviathan. Nuclear reactor fragment. Oh, we've got all those things now, haven't we? Oh, now we can build a nuclear reactor. That could be fun. I've never built a nuclear reactor myself. These things, we've got quite a few of them somewhere. They're large. Look at that, they're massive. And you make benzene with that, I think. 3 of those make one piece of benzene. Maybe we'll go and pick up 3. You never know when we need benzene down here. That would be handy, wouldn't it? Just look at him funny and then ow! Rather than icing us here bit by bit. That's it. I'm going back to the prawn suit and then back to Jace Crab Shack. And then maybe on that way we can brainstorm what we want to do with today. Bishby69, thank you so much for following. I appreciate that. So, Jay's Crab Shack. Where might that be? And thank you to Ghost Rider for following. Very nice, very nice. The Aurora, Christina, thank you so much for reminding me that is something we could do. It gets us out of this place, because it does give me the creeps. Shall we do that? I think maybe it's time for a poll. What do you think? Let's do that, let's do that. Let's go back to Jay's Crab Shack and have a think what you want to do. Aurora is a nice idea. We haven't been to the Aurora for a while. Why don't we do that? Doing so will get us past our regular... will get us past our regular base. Thank you so much, Trying Coyote 730, for following. That is really nice. That means we can maybe build some of those depth modules I've been talking about, so that'll come in handy. That's a very efficient way of doing it. The German way. Very, very efficient. Approach here and Jace Crab Shack. Okay, so this is where we need to go back to, I guess. That's just a guess. Because this doesn't look like the Lost River anymore. Entrance to the blood kelp thing. How do I get back? I'm gonna go and try to get this done literally in a straight fashion here. Even though I have a bad feeling about this. Ow. Huh. That serves me right. I guess now we're going to find out if this is back at our base. No, it isn't, is it? Oh my god, this is back at the life pod. Oh. We're going to go back to the Aurora sooner than we wanted to know. Do we need a death counter today? Let's put that death counter in play. I've forgotten to load that up. Thank you for counting, Rod. That is very, very nice. Just go hack some things in here. And then that chatbot needs to connect twice. So I'll just take it. There, connection 1, connection 2. Now I need to switch on the counter. Somehow, is that how I do it? Yes, start. Start amount is already on 1, so Christina, now you can do it. Exclamation mark death will show us how many times I've died today. Oh. Very good. So there's also this little radio flashing at me here. Shall we listen to the radio? What do you think? Radio? Let's listen to the radio. Universal Translator appears to be offline. Not the best message we've received here. While we're here, let's use this little replicator to make the benzene. Oh no, it's back there, isn't it? When we died. No way. Can't use the benzene. Here's our base. Very nice. So we've been teleported quite a way then. Prawn suit is 1,400 meters away. Kilometer and a half. That's Jace Crab Shack with some overlays here. Let me just make that a little bit more usable. Now I'm going to switch the cameras off. So that'll help. So there's now Apollo 11, our sea moth. That is something we could actually use to get back to the Aurora. And there's Jace Crab Shack. Wow. Let's go grab something to eat while we're in the base.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And I believe Brian brought up the battery situation, so yeah, let's take care of that as well. That could do with charging, that could do with charging. This could also do with charging. Don't we have another battery cupboard here somewhere? Oh yeah, that was the other way, wasn't it? Yes, it was this way. I feel like we haven't been here in such a long time. Equipment, random, batteries, there we go. There. Now we can put all our half-empty and empty batteries on the battery charger here. Very efficient. Including this one here, the ion battery, the only one that we have. Hello Joe, how you doing? Very good to see you. We happen to be back at our main base, which is not something we had planned, but we got killed there underwater somewhere. And it brought us back to this base. I think when you die, I believe you get teleported to the closest base. Shall we have some coffee? Yeah, let's have some coffee. Packet of chips. Yeah, okay. Coffee and chips. So yes, the closest base in the vicinity, and it looks like the closest base was our main base, not Jace Crab Shack, which is crazy. I thought it was going to be, it was going to be there, but no. Bioreactor still going strong, perhaps. Oh, can we actually put a packet of chips into the bioreactor? I wonder if that works. No. Organic items. Organic items only, so it looks like chips are not an organic item. What does that mean? Sadly, because we died, we couldn't quite take the Seamoth depth module with us. And also we need kyanite in order to make the Mark II module for the prawn suit. And kyanite we get way further down. So kyanite we're not going to reach for a while. That is something that I don't really know what it is, but it grows only in a region that is really, really hot. And we're not going to get there for a little while. Meanwhile, the Cyclops depth module Mark II we can make, but we didn't get a chance to take it with us to modify it here with this modification station. So we'll see what we do about that. We may just take the modification station back with us when we go back to Jace Crab Shack. Look at that, it kind of opens up when you try and touch it, and it closes back down when you move away from it again. Go on, do it. It senses when you're there, you know. I'm going to grab some water from upstairs, fritter some of my bits and bobs away, and then perhaps we're just going to go and grab our Sea Glide and go back to the Aurora. There we go. This is where I do all my calculations, you know. Or do I? Right. More coffee. Always good. Keeps me hydrated. Pick up some water. Like so. Oh, there we go. We only have one piece of titanium. That's not bad. There, very nice. I'll put that into the titanium locker here. One spare battery. That's cool. These are all full. That's great. I'm just going to take this ion battery with me here and just put that other spare battery on here because, you know, it's one of those things. I may just like a spare battery there. In fact, while I'm here, I might just put that into this guy right away. Because the ion battery lasts about 6 times longer than the regular battery. It is something we'll be able to make later on, as soon as we find the blueprint that allows us to fuse ion cubes and batteries together. Yeah, we'll go swim like this today, because all our vehicles are parked several hundred meters down below. This makes me feel like Roy Scheider at the end of Jaws. Roy Scheider and Richard Dreyfuss, I should say. Oh, what is this? Oh yes, this is our vehicle creation station. That springs into action as soon as we want to look at it. That's groovy. I'll approach the Aurora from the other end, because at that end over here, first of all, we can't get into the Aurora, but at that end, I don't think there's one of those ghost leviathans. I think he's here. He'll definitely come and try and eat us here, but I think here, I think we'll just about get away with it. I'm a little bit faster when I swim underwater. And it's creepier underwater too. Oh, absolutely, Patrick. It looks so nice, doesn't it? Especially as you get closer to the surface. I was trying to figure out how they did it, because it looks like there's more than one layer at work here. I have a feeling it's probably 2 layers on top of one another. That alone, in real time, is just so cool. That's a plugin we need for Blender. Blender can make water, can't it, Christina? Do you know, Patrick, I think that's the plan. They're trying to make DAS Studio basically what Carrara once was. Why they didn't just keep developing Carrara is completely beyond me. Should have been. I think they tried it for a while. I think they must have just run into trouble there with making the Genesis figure compatible, or rather making those features compatible with Carrara. I don't know. I think they just gave up in the end. They're running, I mean, this is just total speculation, of course, but I think they're running into another issue, which I'm kind of expecting with every new version. Oh, no. Oh. Why is he here? That is the crazy guy. We really don't want to upset. I think that was the Reaper Leviathan. That was like the really mega evil guy. Woo. Daddy Lopez, thank you so much for following in this scary, crazy time. We're just boarding the Aurora for the 2nd time. Welcome to the stream. Ah, there it is. This is the approach we've been looking for. Oh, Patrick, my friend Jason has just taken delivery of that Steam VR headset. The Steam, what's it called? Steam, God knows what it's called. But it was delivered on Thursday. He hasn't left his apartment ever since. I wonder what's happened to him. And you can play Subnautica in VR. Situations like we've just encountered must be just spectacularly crazy creepy. I think I've gone a little too far. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Ugh. The one thing we're afraid of. This is the ramp that we need to walk on, I believe. No, it was neither the Rift nor the Vive. It was the other one. It was the Steam. What's it called? It's the one that Valve made. The Valve. What's it? Hey, lots of fire. So close So close to each other. This is not how we get up there. Guess it isn't. Do you know, Christina, that's another thing I'm interested in exploring. When we get back down to the crab shack and retrieve our prawn suit, will that ghost leviathan be back there? I mean, will it respawn? I wonder how that works. Oh, let's get my knife ready just in case there's any creepy crawly guys here. In case you're wondering why we're actually back here, when we explored the Aurora for the first time, there was one door that we couldn't go into, and that was of course the captain's quarters. And in it we probably find something really exciting. Well, we couldn't go in, that was the issue. And after a while we got a radio message from the people from Alterra, I guess, who said, hey, look, we can't rescue you. There's no way we can find a way to get here, and there's the creepy crawlies I was talking about. There's no way we can try and land there with you. So what we'd like you to do is build a rescue vehicle yourself, for which we've sent you plans, and they're in the captain's quarters, because there's a direct communications secure terminal there. And they've also given us the code to get into the captain's quarters so that we can retrieve those super secret bits and bobs. And that's why we're here. Without our fire extinguisher. Should have taken a health pack, shouldn't I? Damn. Totally forgot that. Maybe some crisps will help. Well, potato chips, I should say. I don't have a medkit, I'm afraid, no. Maybe we'll find one in the Aurora. Oh, approach here, yes, well, let me just go and switch off those beacons, because I don't think we need any of them right now. Switch them off, I said. There. Ah. Much better. Yes, a health pack would be nice. Potentially a lamp. Yeah, you're right, it's all kind of, why don't we just move in here and abandon the crab shack and just move in here? Now that we've fixed that radiation leak, what can possibly go wrong? Ah, it's nice to be back. Have you noticed that the sprinklers here don't seem to do much? I mean, they keep sprinkling, but the fires keep burning. This didn't get us anywhere, the administration section, did it? No. Health packs, anyone? Yeah, we've downloaded that data already. It's a good episode title for this one, Return to the Aurora. Yes, this is this crazy way that we need to go to. This was a big puzzle to work out how to get here. And no copper either! Where's the copper? We've been literally for months now, we've been waiting to put some picture frames up in any of our bases. And it's not that we don't have the pictures, it's just that we don't have copper to build the picture frames. Brian, the funniest comment last time was when once we killed that ghost Leviathan, when you said, "Is he made of copper?" It was so super funny. It's like a tense episode back then. Very, very tense episode. Okay, okay. Oh yes, and then there's this guy here, this guy who bites our arm. This guy here. Yeah, you. Ow. No, don't do it, don't do it. Yeah, you. Ah. Oh. Where to next? Oh, further over here. Right, right. Seamoth Bay or the drive room. No, it was the drive room, wasn't it? Yeah. Drive room. Or was it this? I don't think it was this either. Jeremy, thank you so much for joining us. Nah, it's crazy about the copper, isn't it? Prawn Bay, that could be where we need to go. Yeah, we need to work out where we find copper. It looks like the whole game relies on us finding copper somehow. And what's funny is that when I played this before, copper was never the issue. I had enough copper to do all kinds of coppery things. And now it seems to be like copper is the biggest shortage ever. We've got gold and nickel and all kinds of things. No copper. Vending machine, chair. This used to be a nice cafeteria. There may be another health pack somewhere over here. There are so many health packs back then. Ah, fire extinguisher. That could come in handy. Is it full? Nah. 0. Let's leave it behind. Ah, this looks familiar. Cabin 7, cabin 4. The alchemy module that turns titanium perhaps into copper. This is empty. I think, didn't we in one of those carry-all bags, in one of those rooms? There she is, girlfriend 2.0. How you doing? Didn't we put in one of those rooms, I think we put some resources together that we couldn't quite carry back to our Seamoth back then. This isn't it, this is also empty. That's also empty. Oh, someone's writing didn't go well. Another copy of the same girlfriend. Yeah, that's what I thought, Christina. Exactly. Let's see if we can find that as well while we're here. Would be rude not to grab that. Cabin 1. Yeah, that's also empty. Yeah. Bag is not empty. Cool. Let's have a look inside. Batteries! Okay. Do you know batteries are made of copper? Wouldn't it be nice if we could just reverse engineer them? Take the copper out. Yeah, so cabin 1, I would imagine that was the first officer's cabin. We managed to open that, but we didn't manage to open the captain's cabin. That's it. Captain's quarters. I just about hear Patrick knocking at the door.
Julia, open the door.
You can also try and ring the doorbell here. So funny.
Julia, open the door.
What a shame. Also, cabin 2 was not openable, but it also didn't come with a keypad. Now, our luck was that the captain's quarters does come with a keypad, and it looks like that anonymous weird radio transmission has included that code that we need to open it, I believe. Let's have a look which one that was. That would be nice. That would be really nice. There we go, this was it. The code should be 2679. In between this guy ordering a ham sandwich there. Ham and cheese. Okay, 2679. Let's try that. Let's try that. 2 6. Ha! Aha! First time lucky. Very cool. Let's have a look inside, shall we? Yeah, it's a little squeaky, but yeah, no problem, no problem. It opened. You'd imagine something like a slightly larger room here for the good captain. At least we get a good poster out of it. The Aurora poster. And we get some downloadable data here. Captain's downloads. Captain's log. You are exploring a quiet alien backwater when the ship you arrived here in implodes. Must be the arachnid kidney poachers. Quick, what will you do? That's the captain's log? What would Captain McGill do? Who is Captain McGill? That's crazy. Huh. We love the Borg voice-over acting. You mean this one, right?
Julia, I am the triggers of Borg. Resistance is futile. Your life as it has been is over. From this time forward, you will service us.
Very, very nice, Patrick. I've grabbed a snippet out of this. That's this one here.
Resistance is futile.
Just in case, you know, one of those alien guys will come close to us. I can just tell him that. I can just play your voice sample. Maybe that'll deter him. That was the plan. So let's see what this data terminal here has to offer.
Integrating new EDA data.
Ooh, Mikhail, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that. Just at the moment that we dug out those interesting log files there. So there were two things in there. One was the Neptune thing. High security terminal, captain's quarters. Oh, that was that. We already had that. We already had that. Yay, thank you, Patrick. Yes, it was a little low in volume. I thought I had made that a little higher, but I guess I didn't. Vehicles, Neptune escape rocket. That is the thing that we've just got here in that encrypted transmission behind Captain's closed doors. This blueprint set was developed at Alterra headquarters specifically to get you and me off 4546b and back to the nearest face gate. It takes into account local gravity, astronomical data, and available resources, and is piloted by AI. It may be adapted to employ whatever power source is available, but it will require a lot of it. It consists of 5 independently constructible elements. A launch platform. Floating platform provides a solid base from which to launch the rocket. A gantry provides structural support. Stage 1, primary thrusters for reaching atmosphere escape velocity. Stage 2, for fuel reserve. Stage 3, a cockpit. It features 1-person life support. Check. Only need to support 1 person here. Short-range communications. Adaptable power supply. Orbital shielding. An onboard time capsule. Very exciting. Onboard AI will not launch if local threats are detected. Warning, the use of alien materials to power the craft may increase its range in unpredictable ways. And batteries are, of course, not included. Yes. So, looks like that is what we're going to be building soon. Well, I suppose we need to build this in order to get ourselves off this planet. The captain's log, no, I think he was playing a game, I believe. Let me go back there. I think this was just captain's log. There was no continue button. This is just a log file, and the yes and no things, I believe those were choices that he would have made. So it looks like he was playing some kind of an adventure game there. And in the end he decided not to continue. Where's Elon Musk's email address? We need to, it's probably Elon at Tesla.com. Well. No health packs, no copper, but we're getting a blueprint. Okay. Okay. Is that all we need to do here on the Aurora? I think that's pretty much it, isn't it? We definitely haven't left anything else on here. Oh, there we are. Ah, not empty. Let's have a look. Nutrient blocks! Woohoo! Oh, that'll come in handy. Nutrient blocks and health packs. Awesome stuff. I'll grab 2 of those. Yeah, look at that. Perhaps I'm going to eat something. Ha! Haven't had nutrient blocks in ages. Perhaps I'm going to go and grab a couple, leave 1 and a health pack on board here, just in case we ever need to return. Or what do you think? Shall we take them all with us? What are the chances we're ever going to return to the Aurora? Julia shakes her head. I think she says, let's grab them all. What do you think? Take them all? Take them all. Rod has spoken. There we go. We're taking them all. Including the batteries as well. Let's grab some batteries. You can never have enough batteries. There. Yeah. Let's grab all the batteries. Perfect. That's it. Let's get the hell out of here. If we can find the way. Bye, Aurora. It is not. Daddy Lopez, what is not? Oh, okay. Right. There's a hatch. No hatch? You sure? Well, while we're here, let's have a look in the vicinity. I don't think it is either, but while we're here. Come on, let's do this. in the new game Below Zero, I think they've just introduced a wearable lamp that kind of harkens back to the days of Silent Hill, where you don't have to wear a lamp anymore. You can just go and wear it, and then it shines light wherever you're looking. Nah, unopenable. Oh, this here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, generic floor texture. But if you do see anything you want me to explore, please shout it out and I'll totally do that. Like this cabin number 2 door here. Such a shame we can't look into that. That door. Ah. And you see, it just says it's locked. And the other doors that said they were locked, they either had a handle or they had a keypad. Could try the plasma cutter. Whoops. What's happened here? Laser cutter. Let's try that. Nah. Sorry. If we have so many batteries, I might as well just exchange the battery in this guy here to a fresh one. Maybe the one in the light as well. Yeah, much brighter. Good choice. Good idea though. Some doors were open already, others had a hatch. And usually the ones that you can laser open, they look bent. I guess we can't open these ones either. Interesting, see that diffuse red light source in here? So there's a bit of a slight amount of gloss there. It's probably the fire that's reflecting that here. See that? Very cool. That's all open here. Yeah, like that's also not a hatch, I don't think. Another interesting door, but again, unopenable. And of course then there's the menu. The cupboards, let me have a look. Nah, I don't think so. Nah. It's all just there for background decoration. Apparently from what I read, this whole thing inside the Aurora, that came as a very late addition to the game. They didn't have that. I guess they were just fleshing this out, but I'm really glad they did it, because the idea that you can go into the Aurora and explore it, I don't think that was part of the original concept. So this whole thing, like all the stuff that we explored down here and going into the lab, that wasn't there in the early betas. Very interesting. Repairing the wires. No, I don't think that works either, Mawadi. Thank you for the suggestion, though. Extinguishing the fires will work, but I think the only fire extinguisher we found was empty. So it's one of those things. We did all that last time when we went in here the first time. We had a lot of fires to extinguish. Yes, all this wasn't here in the early beta versions, or even in the later beta versions. Drive room, oh, we've repaired that. Seamoth room. Alright, let's see if we can get out of here again. Nice quick trip back to the Aurora. Okay. That is a cool idea. Let's put that in as a vote. I've forgotten how to do that now. We can't do polls anymore. Oh, I'm trying to get this vote thing working on Mixer, but it doesn't seem to work anymore. Otherwise, either /vote or /poll. Maybe they've made a change here. Well, just type in 1, 2, or 3 and see what you'd like Patrick to record in his new effect there. Oh, creepy music. Oh great, it's night. Yeah, go with 2, Patrick. Record something like, "Welcome to Subnautica Saturday with your gracious host, Jace Lewis." How about that? That'd be good. It's a good opening for Subnautica. Ow. If I survive long enough. I said, welcome to Subnautica Saturday with your gracious host, Jace Lewis. I don't know how I get out of here again. Didn't I just walk over here? Was that not how it worked? Over here is this beam thing, isn't it? I'll drop you a message on Discord later. Oh, crazy. Thank you, Christina. Very good. I wonder what we need to build that rocket, that Neptune rocket. Oh, that's a good idea too, Rod. That's a good idea, yeah. Okay, let's grab our sea glide. And let's just hope we don't find that big red beast thing again. Are the lights on here? There, lights. Sure, do it in Dutch. Do 2 versions actually. Do it in Dutch and in... what he said, basically. And then you turn around, that guy's gone. Oh, he certainly doesn't want us being here. I don't even know where I'm going. I totally need to put my beacon on here. Dutch, that may, no offense, that may just, the audience may just be, you know, too narrow. Do it in English. It's just you and Biscuits who'll understand that, and Alien. If it's this dark in Das Studio, you just press Control L, and then at least you get preview lights, and here we get nothing. Mawadi, thank you so much for joining in. I really appreciate you being here. We haven't met before. My name is Jay. Good to see you. Patrick, she means no to the two versions. We want the English version. I think we can only deal with one version. English is good. I think. Yeah, I'll do that. That's a good suggestion, Mawadi. Just go and do as many languages as you can. Can you do it in German as well? A Scottish version, that is a great idea, yes. Let's do a Scottish version. Good thing Christina wrote it out, so I can read it off that. Welcome to Subnautica Saturday with your gracious host, Jay Versluis. Did I say that right? That's the one. That's the one.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Ah, we're back at home. We're back at home. Let's go sit down and just think about the stresses that we've just endured. Have some toast. Have some water. Excellent, Patrick. Thank you. So, just out of interest here, let's have a look in our blueprints manager. Oh, do you remember that? This is when we killed the guy. My goodness. Him! Crazy stuff. We killed him last episode. This is him dead. That's right. Ah. Yes. Exactly. Sit down and chill out. So the blueprints manager. There we go. Basic materials. Oh yeah, look, we've got that nuclear reactor to play with now as well. So I guess that eats reactor rods, for which we need the uraninite crystals, and lead and titanium and glass. Is glass really necessary to build a reactor rod? There we go, Neptune launch platform. Right, and the mobile vehicle bay can build that. 2 titanium ingots, a computer chip, 4 blobs of lead. That's not so bad. Of course, that's what the glass is for. That makes perfect sense, Dreamlab. Oh, so there's lots of funky things to build. Neptune launch platform, and nuclear reactor. How do we build that? Exterior modules. Oh no, so the thermal plant is an exterior module. Interior installation. Nuclear reactor. And that's how we make it. Plasteel ingot, advanced wiring kit, and 3 blobs of lead. Yes, actually. Oops, sorry, wrong button. That's the spirit. Well, is there any interest in building a nuclear reactor or not really? I mean, we've got our power sorted for now. Maybe in our next base, should we establish one somewhere, perhaps we can try out a nuclear reactor. Multiplayer would be really cool. And 2-player could just tackle different things in the same game world. That would be really cool. I don't know if that's a planned feature actually in Subnautica Below Zero. They haven't put it in yet as far as I know. That would have been an announcement I would have definitely heard. Yeah, because look, our bioreactor is constantly running out of juice, so perhaps we should just build a nuclear reactor here one day. Even though this, you know, it's a very, very friendly thing. Every once in a while you just pop one of those things in. Keeps it active. Also depends on how much you do with it. I think on our small base it doesn't really matter that much. Advanced wiring kit, yes, what does that need? Let's go to the... Jace nuclear crap shack, yes. I know that there's a nuclear waste disposal thing that we can build. Advanced wiring kit needs a wiring kit, 2 gold and a computer chip. A wiring kit needs 2 silver and a computer chip. Ow! Needs copper wire, which of course needs copper. Yeah, absolutely right. So, nuclear reactors off the table due to copper shortage. Once again. What doesn't need copper? Man. There. Nice. The next phase of Alterra exploration. I wouldn't put my money on it. This thing crashes. It does look a little bit like a peeper though, doesn't it? Isn't that eye and everything? That's just a peeper, really. You may well be right, Dreamlab. You may well be right. What we would really need, I guess, is to bring that prawn suit back up here somehow and then go and collect some copper. we got you, we got you. So what else do we have here that we can fritter away? The ion battery. Ion battery could just go on charge here, I guess. There we go. Those batteries can go in the battery locker, for which, of course, let's listen to some funky music. There we go. In the battery locker, this is where these go. Awesome. And do we have a food locker? I don't think we have a food locker, do we? Do we need a food locker? Silver, quartz, salt. We have several titanium lockers. We have a somewhat empty copper locker with these mushrooms in here. I think they make batteries. Yeah. We could just turn one of those lockers, like the empty titanium locker. Maybe we're gonna put some food in here. There we go. Let's do that. Health kits, I think we're gonna go and keep. Let's put this. Let's turn this into the food locker. There. Blue food. Yeah, that's good. You shouldn't have blue food. Let's make the food locker blue. Oh well, do you think? I mean, I'm not sure if we can build refrigerators here, Mawari. Hey, this music rod is... what is it again? Book Bag by Otis MacDonald. That's the one. Oh, and the only other thing that we have is the Aurora miniature. We should put that on a shelf somewhere. Maybe upstairs. That looks like a thing we should put upstairs, perhaps on our desk. Like here, can we put that here? That'd be kind of good. Oh yeah. Yeah, baby. Nice. And then we can go and sit here and look at the miniature Aurora. Oh, that's cute, isn't it? I wonder if it's actually the real model and they've just decimated it. I suppose that's what I would have done. I don't think I would have built it again. I would have just taken the large model and just go decimate 50 times, and then if you end up with the spherical blob, that's not so good. Nice. Can you imagine it's actually made of copper? So super cute. So, what do you think we should do next then? Is it a good idea to go back downstairs to Jay's crab shack with a B rather than a P, and see if we can retrieve that what's it called here, the prawn suit? Is that a good idea? Should we do that? What do you think? Because I don't think we can light the miniature on fire, Brian. I'm sorry, I don't think we can do that. That's a good idea. I think I have 2 health packs with me, but I think I'll go grab these 2 bottles of water as well. And I'm gonna grab another health pack from upstairs. Get some lantern fruit here while I'm at it. Eat some of that. And then go and... oh, where would we be without coffee? There, make some coffee. And then I'll go upstairs again to my life pod. That's why we've got this unlimited supply of... That's not the life pod, is it? Man, that's a friggin' rock. Where's the life pod? Oh, there. Good stuff. Could have sworn it was the life pod. It's like Flickr World, Brian. It's like Flickr World. Things just... they change, man. They change. There we go. Anything exciting in here? I always forget. Oh yeah, nutrient block. Well, that's going to come down with us, and we're going to put that in the food locker. That would just be, you know, gotta put the food where it needs to be. Hope it's not going to rot. I don't think these things rot.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I was barely gone. Thank you, computer, for acknowledging my presence once again. Let's put that here. Also, where's that coffee? Didn't I order some coffee? Man, there's a coffee bug in this game. Because usually, I think it depends on where this thing is. Usually you can just go and click this, and then you can go walk away, and the coffee just gets delivered to you no matter where you are. I guess, you know, maybe it doesn't work all the time. Let's try this. So I should get 4 coffees now. There we go. Finally, got 2 of them. That's good. Wouldn't that be nice? Print your own copper. I wonder even if it's worth, and if we want to... Thank you, machine. Very nice of you. If we wanted to take this copper hunt seriously, I think the most efficient way, I guess, to do it would be to go and put the prawn suit on board the Cyclops. Then move the Cyclops somewhere where these big blobs of copper are, and then go park them there, explore with the prawn suit, mine the copper, thank you, and then put all the copper onto the storage of the submarine. That sounds like something we could potentially be doing. Is that something we should be doing? Is that good? Coffee bug. Yeah, I know. They gotta fix that. There, 4 coffees. Great. Americano. I wonder if in the next game we get things like, you know, latte, cappuccino, espresso, cafe con leche. Have a think what you want us to do. I'm gonna go and jump on that big long journey now, which, oh yeah, requires me to switch on yes, that's true. We want to do that. But I think we should do that with the prawn suit, Christina, because I believe the prawn suit will be able to smash up these really large pieces of copper. You know, those big things. So we're definitely going to do that up here. But I wonder if it's... I think it's just worth bringing the prawn suit up here and then hunting for these really large copper deposits. The scanner room does, yes, it does search for large deposits, so that's another idea. We could, while we're going down there, we could just disassemble that scanner room again and then just take it on the road basically and just have a look at which biome contains copper. That's where we're going to bring the scanner room, let him hunt for it, and then we take the prawn suit and just go and smash those big pieces up, and there we go. That's what I thought as well. Isn't that in the blood kelp zone? So it is fairly close to... Yes. But then also the blood kelp zone is a really hostile environment. It may just be that it's, even though it may contain copper, it may be really difficult for us to access it without, you know, getting gedeaded. What's your tipple then, Joe? Do you not, if you don't drink coffee, so Rod's the only coffee drinker in the house? What do you drink? That's very funny, Brian. Yeah, who needs caffeine if you're doing coke, man? Wired all the time. And Rod, you've got one of those special K-cup machines, don't you? Very, very cool. I think I've seen that in one of your videos. I thought it was one of those. Very cool. Copper, we're coming for you. Copper is shaking already, thinking... Man, I should have followed my own beacons here. Could have sworn there's an entrance here somewhere. Ow. Yes, the entrance. Okay, let me just go and switch to my empty ultra high capacity tank. Do you see that? This is terrible. There's nothing I can do. Oh man. Oh, what a shame.
Oxygen.
We're not going to make it anywhere. That's terrible. I suppose we're going to get teleported to our base. Man, this is crazy. This is crazy. Oh. Well, at least we can argue it kind of brought us there. We're still here? We're still here? Why are we back here? This was surely further away from us than the crab shack, wasn't it? This was like over 1,000 meters away from where we died, whereas the crab shack was only 400 meters to go. Why didn't we go back to the crab shack? It's another bug, I tell you. There's a coffee bug, and then there's the I'm dying and I don't know where to go bug. That's crazy. Oh my god, Dreamlab, that could be the explanation. If the crab shack would be gone, I mean the beacon is still there, but that's the beacon. So I guess the beacon is one thing, but the actual base... Oh, I don't even want to think about it. That's what it is, Julia. The ghost Leviathan came back. Or Mother came back. You took my baby, I'll take your crab shack. And then that's it. Crazy stuff. Well, time for a snack. Oh, and also because, you know, perhaps I'm learning from my mistakes and all, Perhaps I'm gonna switch my empty high-capacity oxygen tank and fill it up so that this does not happen again. Man. Okay. Let's have coffee. I thought it was by proximity. How's our power doing? 84%? Is that the one that... Whoops. Is that the one that has the ion battery in it? Yeah, already. Yes. Okay. Okay, it'll be alright. It'll be alright. I tell you, it'll be alright. But just in case, perhaps, and having so many batteries at my disposal, maybe I'll just grab a battery just as a spare. Okay, let's try this thing again. This time I'm going to follow my approach here beacon. Robots to drive, now that would be really good. Oh yes, I do have those, the cameras you mean, right? Yes, I have those. We've got those down below, but we've been hunting around with those, and there doesn't seem to be any copper in 500 meters around the scanner room, which means then they lose connectivity, and then I can't see what's happening where, so... But yes, I mean, that is another option, rather than get all wild and lose them. Oh my god. Crazy. Whew. Stay clear of that, whatever it was. Yeah, so we could just take the scanner room and the hatch and dismantle it from Jace's crab shack and just move it slightly closer to the blood kelp zone. That may help. Trevor P 0324, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. We're on our way down to the Degazi habitat, where we've built a little base called Jace's Crab Shack. And we've been forever trying to find some copper. Perhaps today's the day. Perhaps today's the day. Perhaps not. Yes, like large deposits like this. This is what I like to be digging with the prawn suit if it is, you know, a large copper deposit. Let's see if we can make it happen. Do you have any experience with finding copper in Subnautica? Let us know. This could be copper right here. Let's try it out. Yay! Oh my god, it's copper! That is so exciting. I thought it was never going to happen. Woohoo! Oh, I see. Yeah, it is just one of those games that you can just watch, really. It looks amazing, doesn't it? Whenever I approach the crab shack this way, this is why it's called the crab shack, by the way, because of these guys here. Hello. Oh, no, I was just pointing at you. I didn't want to... Oh,
30 seconds.
Didn't want any trouble. Whenever I approach the crab shack this way, I always think...
To the end of nothingness.
There's our Cyclops. There's our crab shack. Cyclops, how you doing? You still around? I had envisioned our base to look like this at one point. Luckily, it still looks like this. So, That's good. Damn, someone left the lights on the Seamoth. On Apollo 11, the lights are still on. Let's rectify this.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Who's going to pay that electricity bill, huh? Snarky Poster, say thanks for joining in. Yeah, so the Blood Kelp Zone is essentially where we are. I mean, this is we're at the entrance of the Lost River.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you, Robot. Very kind of you. And it appears that we could just go and take our scanner room, just power this thing up here. Looks almost exactly the same as the other base. This setup here. Yeah, so our scanner room is here. There it is. So we could just take this whole thing off and have that thing closer to the Blood Kelp Zone, search for copper. And copper will come up in this list here if there are these large blobs of copper. So currently it doesn't come up, and that's probably because in the 500 meters of an area that this thing scans, it doesn't detect copper, otherwise it would come up here. So it detects all these other things like heat area. This is not something we've encountered back in the safe shallows. Even comes up with diamonds, should we need diamonds. Creature X, gel sacks, and a data box. Before we dismantle this thing, we could look for a data box too. Wonder what's in there. Why don't we do that? Scan for a data box, my man. And while you do that, perhaps we're just going to go and find that data box with a camera. Song Slogan, how you doing? Good to see you. Sandstone, you think? Yeah, okay, cool. Let's go and hunt for some sandstone. And yeah, so this is a camera that is just not even in the vicinity. This thing. But here's the data box. Okay, cool. Let's go switch to a different camera. See what those data boxes are. I don't know what they are. Could be another wreck. We'll take care of that, and then we'll go and hunt for some sandstone. Clear out all the sandstones, and then at some point I really want to see large deposits of copper. This is a nice way to explore Subnautica as well. You don't worry about oxygen, you just go and have a camera hunt around for something like this, something like the data box. And then we can go position it there, hunt for the camera ourselves, either with the Seamoth or barehanded as you might want to, and then go pick up whatever's in there. Oh, really? Oh, that is really nice. Thank you so much. Actually, that is something that Unknown Worlds should thank you for. How exciting. Do you know, and I, on the other hand, I got Subnautica because I watched Bear Taffy play Subnautica, and that really attracted me to it. Alright, data boxes we've already explored in here, so that's cool, that's cool. Isn't that funny? This is how you sell video games these days. Somebody streams the game, people are having a good time, and then you go, hey, that is why I'm making the decision to buy. I'm not making the decision because I'm seeing a Facebook advert or something. It's very interesting. Thank you for letting me know. I'm going to dock this camera in here, if I can. Oh, there we go. Docked, charged up. Sandstone, did you say? Yeah, it looks like those cameras don't use up that much stuff. So with this now, we should now find lots of sandstone chunks. I wonder if we should just go and grab our sea moth and just go and find some. Do you think those blobs here, I mean this, I guess this is a 3D representation of our area here. This is where it all goes down. This is, I guess, where we are. These two blobs, those are the cameras that are now attached to our scanner room on the outside. And this is basically the Lost River all going down here. All this stuff. This has got to be the entrance to the Lost River going further into here then. And those things up here, I guess those are now the sandstone chunks that gradually appear in vision. Like basically these ones. This is the real position. And this is the position in the 3D world. Is that how it works? Gives a little representation of how this cave system actually works. Dreamlab, I can see why. I bet streaming video games is just something like blatant copyright ripoff and oh my god, they're stealing from us, you can't do it. There's still big disputes going on about things like streaming Grand Theft Auto because of the amount of licensed music that is in there. So everyone who does it either has to switch off the music or you get lots of copyright strikes. Oh, coffee! Excellent! And some water. I think I want to put some of these things away so that I have a larger inventory. We currently don't have any storage modules on the sea moth because we've put them all on the prawn suit. So when we do find, hopefully, tons of copper, we need some capacity here. Oh, more water and benzene and copper. Look at that, very cool. Don't we have a larger storage cupboard like somewhere in the back? Should play some locker music while we're dealing with this. Yeah, there we go. Very cool. Wow. Oh, look at that. We have one more copper ore here. That's cool. I didn't know that. See, we've got more copper than we think. Got 2 pieces of copper already. Let's take this. Pick up the one from the front here. Wherever it was. Of course, that I'm lucky. Ah. There. And now, because we have these 2 pieces of copper, and I keep saying, let's put pictures on the wall. Let's make some copper wire. Now, this is one picture frame we have on the wall. Where should we put the next one? Perhaps here, in the corridor. What do you think? Yeah, let's do it. This is what we can do with copper, kids. Picture frame, there we go. Haha, there. And now we can put things like, oh, I don't know, maybe the dead ghost Leviathan in here. Is that a good picture? That's not a good picture, is it? No. This one maybe. No, that's too brutal. Let's put something nice in here. Something, you know, something like this perhaps. The ghost from TNA. Okay. Is that all I have? Oh, this one here. This was nice. This was nice. This was actually, let's put this one in. This is a picture that Rod rendered for me because on my birthday, we did a stream and look at that. Now it says, Happy Birthday, Jay. That is so nice. Let's do the snarky posters. Let's drop some more stuff. So the tank, Actually, yes, I would like to keep the tank because... Oh no, we don't have to. We might as well just put that in here. That's a good point. You see, I'm ambivalent to do it because it definitely frees up some capacity. I totally agree with you. But at the same time, should something happen to the Seamoth, we might as well die then at that point anyway, don't we? Let's leave it here. We'll go for capacity. Let's do this. Let's do this. Also, let's save the game just in case something nasty does happen. Jump in that Seamoth and find those resources. Build more picture frames.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Nearly didn't remember how to get there now. It's funny that this discussion about music copyright, that's so old. Do you remember back in the days when cassette recorders came out and everyone with a Walkman was thinking, wow, this is great, I'm just going to tape my music off the radio, and really it doesn't hurt anybody. Silver, not bad. But the music industry went AWOL and they were going to prohibit you making copies of things from the radio and all that. People predicted the death of the music industry. And what did it do? Man, it just... If you want an album, you buy it. You gotta really trust people not to abuse these things. Still no copper. And then there was the MP3 and Napster thing. Exactly. And isn't it funny that where we are today, you go, okay, Spotify, have $10 a month. Now shut up and let me listen to music. X dead inside. Thank you for following. I appreciate that. I think the music industry, the thing is, the music industry has changed so much that these old principles of how to earn money just don't apply anymore. They don't work anymore. And I'm not saying it's somebody's fault and whatnot. I'm not at all. But times have literally changed. I mean, look at all the session musicians who used to make a living being booked to play music in the studio. Then a track comes out, the track sells, gets played, gets airplay, the album sells. And you tour in order to promote the album, and literally album sales is what makes the musicians money, and that was all awesome. But today it just doesn't work that way anymore, and it's crazy that somehow the big music companies, they still harken back at this idea that we mustn't upset the system, or the system is so upset, it's kind of beyond upsetting. It's a new world out there that really just operates with different parameters. Music purchases don't make money anymore. And this is just the beginning. I mean, professional musicians have lamented this for a while. But this is only the beginning. I don't know where this is gonna end, but people with 1 million, whatever it's called, 1 million plays on Spotify, they get a small share, and they can just about pay their rent with that. But unless you're Phil Collins and you're on every Publix playlist in the country, it's just not going to work, is it? Anymore. Ah, diamond. Nice. What else is in this little ravine here? Lithium, okay. Lithium. Uraninite crystal. I like that the sound that it makes is kind of the radioactive type sound here. The Geiger counter sound. Oh, a good resource hunting trip. Do we need that much uraninite? My guess is not. Where's that big copper deposit we've been waiting for? Habitat keeps losing power. That's probably my scanner room that keeps draining it. Don't know if we need so much uraninite and ruby. I think I'm just gonna leave it there. Try to figure out where is up and where's down. And where's my sea moth? Where is my sea moth? Ah. Ah, there it is. Well, amen to that, Joe. I don't either. Yeah, good point, Brian. Exactly. Blockbuster is a very, very good example of times are changing. And I do believe that people are willing to pay for things that they want. That's, you know, that's fine. That's really not the argument. I remember back in the day, like the 2000, there was a Chinese website. They used to allow you to, well, obviously illegally, but they had this thing that you could download movies and watch them in a day. And it was just one of those things that you think, it's illegal, but I can watch the movie now rather than wait for it to be available at my video store. I don't have to go there or have it mailed in or whatever. It was just convenience. And back then it was illegal, and eventually companies go, all right then, we'll do this the legal way. Oh, and look at that, you can actually make money with it. So why don't you, why don't you just do that? Acknowledge this is the times that we live in. David Davis! Fantastic!
Warning, emergency power only.
Thank
Oxygen
you for
production
joining us.
Offline.
I just need to feed my bioreactor here. There, so we get a little bit of light here. There we go.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
Thank you so much for the DAS gift cards. I really, really appreciate that. That was very, very nice of you. I've made you a little video. I've sent you a DM there on Discord. About more or less about my life thoughts about this. Very nice. Very nice of you. Oh, nice. Get some coffee, get some food.
Warning, emergency power only.
What is going on with our power here? Oh, it's the scanner room, isn't it? Let me switch it off. Let me switch it off. It uses up a lot of power. Patrick, put it on. Put the link on Discord in the audio section, or upload the file in the audio section, like you did last time. That worked quite well. Then I can just grab it from there. And Brian, very good point, yes. That's why not just say, hey, that's like, that's a very good example that we had here earlier from Snarky Poster. Snarky Poster saw me stream the game, now he goes out and gives money to Unknown Worlds. Isn't that, that's, so they understand it, they understand and they appreciate that system. And with music, it's the same thing. If I were to buy the track that you put on your drone video there, where you flew the loops, that was very exciting. If I wanted to go out and buy a copy of No Handlebars, then, it's kind of served its purpose. That's what radio play used to be like, wasn't it? You hear a song on the radio, you think, hey, DJ talks all over it, I'm going to go and buy the album. That's, if anything, get a commission. Yeah, that's right. Why don't they do that, Dreamlab? That would be really cool. I'm using X in this video, use Content ID to create that link and to say, this is the music that's been used at 1 minute 35. Click here to buy it, support the artist. Why don't we do it that way? There we go. Put the worlds to right. So, my friends, shall we try one last time to retrieve our prawn suit? Let's do that. Let's fritter some of these things away. While we do that. Nice, relaxing music. Oh, look at that. It's full. What are we going to do? Let's build lockers up here. Or fritter these things away in the submarine. That may be an idea. Let's do that. Put all this stuff in here and use our submarine as a filing system. So grab all these things as much as we can. Perhaps even use that thing here. Pick up some of the ruby uraninite crystals. There we go. And now, fully loaded up, let's head over to our submarine, see if everything's okay there. There we go.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Good to hear, Cyclops machine thing. Put all the gems in here. Ah, music is over already. I've got a few more tracks we can play. They're, by the way, royalty free, which is awesome. Okay, some lead goes in this locker. There we go. Quartz. Metals, nickel, sulfur, salt, equipment, quartz. Ha! And titanium. Do we have a titanium locker? Oh, I guess we build one. Ah, don't have my builder with me. What a shame. I left that on the other side. Okay, no problem. Do we have another one in here? Equipment. Yes, well, why don't we just go and put that stuff in here, the green stuff, and instead of calling it equipment, we're going to call it uraninite. We'll turn it green. There. Just in case we ever need uraninite, Salt. We have a locker for salt. I'm not sure. Magnetite and lithium. They should really have separate lockers, I guess. Perhaps I'm going to put them in the metals locker. Oh yes, this is where we're going to put gold and maybe lithium plus steel ingot. Magnetite for now. Okay. Yes, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go and fritter some of these things away. Some other nice, exciting music. Perhaps this one here. We haven't heard this one in a while. And then we're going to go retrieve our prawn suit, bring it back here. And then we're going to go end this exciting session.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Let's go back. One last time. Yes, what shall we have as the ending to Subnautica? If there is an opening, what shall we do for the ending? That's a very good point. How about something along the lines of, thank you for watching, I will see you next time. Actually, you know, don't we have that already? We already have.
I'll get you next time, Jay.
I think that could be a good ending. Uraninite, more uraninite. There, more metals. Take that. Put metals in here. Put a few more lockers on the wall. Like this one here. Ah, run out of titanium. What a shame. No problem. Just thought I could split out some of these things, like, you know, the gold and the silver, for example. They could just have maybe separate lockers. Not so much those, no, actually. Let's put things like here the magnetite and the lithium together into a separate locker. There. Put that in here and call it lithium. Lithium. There we go. Now we'll go grab our second oxygen tank, very important stuff. And then we'll go and hope we're going to go retrieve that prawn suit. There, with that and that. And I suppose we can also take all these other things with us here. Yeah, in fact, all of them. Perfect. Right. How are we doing on the power front here? We have a spare battery with us. That's all good. Grab something to eat and be prepared for that long, crazy journey with the creepy music. Let's go and grab some coffee before we go. Good idea. There. Okay, prawn suit. Is the thing switched on? Prawn suit, there. This is not the right way, is it? This is the right way. Yeah, I don't know how some of these channels get away with these topics. It is crazy, because I'm increasingly getting messages now from YouTube that say, hey, this video is not eligible for most advertisers. So I get this kind of orangey logo there, and they usually say, well, larger companies, they can't really advertise on this because, I don't know, that's their first reaction anyway. It usually then gets revised after manual review, but that's often what their algorithm flags. So anything that could be nudity is basically flagged immediately. And then a human has to go ahead and say, hey, it isn't nudity, this is a
Welcome aboard, Captain.
clay-colored 3D figure. And then a day or two later, it usually gets resolved. But getting to that point is always a little bit tricky and difficult, and yeah. And it just got more and more horrible over the last few months, really. I never had that many false positives that the system flags up. And they have different systems too. So one checks the video, and one checks the thumbnail, and another one checks the metadata, like your title and your description. Let's just hope this dude leaves us alone here. That is absolutely right, because some people, when they upload videos, for them literally the first couple of days are crucial in regards to advertising money. And it's minimal for my channel, but people who've got like 1 million subscribers, they basically make their living out of a new video. It's like $500-600 and more for them, just in 2 days worth of advertising revenue. And if that's missing, then you go, yeah, thanks, automated system at YouTube. Yeah, full inventory. It's kind of weird running around in this suit. There's a jump jet upgrade for this thing that we can build that lets us jump higher. This could just be doable. Just about. Whew. That is so bad. I was in the jelly shroom cave once, and it was really, really difficult to get back out with just the prawn suit. I just fell in. I was walking around and just fell in there. I mean, sometimes you just don't have the oomph that it takes to... The ghost. Yes, we haven't looked at the beginning of that lost river there. That is a very good point. Man, that's just not nice, is it? He goes and teleports us out of the prawn suit. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Maybe he wants a prawn suit. Come on. Very cool. Maybe I'll just park it up here. Perfect. Looks like it could do with a small repair too. Let's do that while we're here. Oops. Oh man. Drop the repair tool. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to use the repair tool. There. Prawn suit repaired, retrieved. It's full of inventory too. Repair the sea moth over here. Alright. Let's just have a peek inside what is in here. Oh wow. We have so much uraninite. What are we going to do with it all? Well, guess we're going to go clear that out next time. And for now, I think this is a good point to end the session. We've got everything again. We've got all our vehicles. Everything seems to be working again. All 3 vehicles. We found no copper, sadly. So maybe next time we're just going to go and grab the whole construction here.
Captain.
This whole scanner room, and move it closer to the kelp zone, and then we can scan there and see if we can find some copper there. And then also perhaps focus on some of those upgrades I was thinking about. You know, there's the jump jet upgrade, there's more depth upgrades for for one of the Cyclops and the prawn suit. So perhaps we're going to do that next time. Thank you, my friends. Thank you for joining. It was lovely hanging out with you. I guess I'll see you on Monday, 5 p.m. Oh, yes, that's actually a really good point, the times. So I was thinking 4 p.m. is a good time to do this. But on Monday, because it's a weekday, I'm thinking perhaps we're going to go just for 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for the Monday stream. So the 3D shenanigans, and this one will leave at 4 p.m. But on the Monday, let's do the Monday stream at 4 p.m. at 5 p.m. if you don't mind. That's great. That gives me 1 more hour to do my stuff, and also it means you know, Brian can join. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend. I will see you on Monday. Take care. Bye bye.